So, it begins. I love this hat.
Hey everyone, how's it going? RWBY McNeil here. As you can see, I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. Now that we finally have a snowfall outside, Thanksgiving's over, I feel comfortable wearing this hat, so you're going to see it for most of the reactions this month. Including over on Fatman's channel when we're watching RWBY. That said, today's a special small little reaction because they just released the first teaser trailer for Disney's Artemis Fowl. Now, I myself adore the Artemis Fowl series until a point. There's a point where the quality in the books really drops off. Especially after they abandoned a really cool side character that I thought really could do a lot of interesting things in the dynamic. But that's just me. That said, I'm on the fence about this because I've heard some of the casting choices. I'm not keen on a lot of them for a number of reasons. I mean, they have they have Butler and Juliet being played by African American actors, and I have no issue with African American actors filling the kind of roles, but they're very clearly described as a blonde and a kind of a Baltic guy from like the Ukraine. But you know, I talked to some friends about it, and they plied me, and I think I can get over that. But the big one for me was that they cast Judi Dench as Commander Root. And this is important because it goes directly to Holly's character arc involving sexism at the LEPD. Or the LEP Recon, not LEPD. So I'm wondering if they're going to still go that route. I guess I have to wait and see. For now, let's just jump in the trailer. I'm trying to go into this as hopeful as possible, so let's see how well they pull it off. 3, 2, 1, go.
In more danger. Human greed was underground all those years ago. To escape from
Okay, Foul Manor. Opal?
I warn you, boy. Not prepared for the truth.
Alright.
You seek.
Nice. Yes, okay. Alright. This is better than I thought it was gonna be.
Artemis Fowl.
Huh. Alright, August. Coming out in August. Alright, so the look of Butler. He looks just fine. That does my heart some good. I didn't get a good... couldn't find really good images of the actor. I'm trying to figure out... There's some things here. Haven looks really good. The lady transforms in front of him. I don't remember that happening in the book. I don't remember. That's the lady that he gets the book from. The whole point of Artemis Fowl is that he is literally trying to rob the underground society of fairies of all their gold, or as much gold as he can get his hands on, for his own diabolical reasons. Actually, pretty philanthropic reasons when you get down to it. But ultimately, he's supposed to be the big antagonist of this. And this is the lady that he gets the book from. The book that basically is the fairy language. It's the fairy rule book, it's the fairy language book, it's a thing that basically lets him figure out how fairies tick. The fact that she transforms in front of him and does all that magic shit, I don't know if that'd be okay, especially because I think magic is tracked by the LEP Recon. In fact, the fact that he's shocked and surprised at this, Artemis never really caught me as a guy who would have over-the-top expressions like that, and that does put me in some concern. He always seemed very cool, calm, and calculated. Even as a child, he was under control, and when he wasn't in control, that is when you were genuinely nervous in the book. Because, like, the minute that he admitted, guys, I have no control over this, it sends a nervous trill up your spine. So the fact that he's standing here and he's gaping at this, there are ships flying over the ocean? There's a lot more over-the-top action elements than I'm used to. He's firing a laser, the reflective glasses. Actually, that looks really silly. Those glasses look really... He looks like he's trying to be an MIB agent as a little kid. But damned if that's really... I can recognize that attention to detail. Don't know why he has a laser blaster. I don't remember that in the book either. I'm going to have to reread the first book. I don't remember a dinner party scene either. Butler with a bow. Magic bow and arrow. That looks really badly CGI'd. What are they fighting outside? Also, oh wow. He shifts positions. Or does he? I guess it's okay. There's a weird cut there. That's what Judi Dench looks like? Wait, why are they trying to arrest Judi Dench? What the... Okay, now I'm confused about what the plot is here, because the original book was very much set just in Ireland. It's very much just like, oh yeah, no, the entire plot is that he's trying to get the gold and he's trying to outwit the fairies. So, are they incorporating elements of other books? If so, what books? I don't remember Root ever being taken captive. Was it the second book, maybe? The Opal's Uprising? Because I think Opal is going to be in this. I originally heard that it was supposed to be an adaptation of the first two books, which was a stupid idea. But then it was later confirmed that it was supposed to be the first book, which would be a smarter idea, but it doesn't look like the first book. That and the effects look kind of... Yeah, the effects don't look particularly stunning. It looks a little too action-heavy, actually. I mean, I like the name thing and how they have that fade in. But it looks like it might be a little too action-heavy, or at least too focused on that stuff, on the CGI. Because the big thing about Artemis Fowl is he's smart. That's the whole point. And so, this trailer isn't giving me hope. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It could be good. It could be good. I mean, I love Judi Dench. The kid they got to play Artemis looks the part, certainly. Now, if he can act the part, that's important. And the fact that he was kind of gaping at the magic, that isn't Artemis. Artemis isn't easily fazed, even by magic. Only when he's outwitted is he ever really fazed, at least as I understand the character. Okay, who is the upside down? Who is the person in this cage here? Is that Opal? Is that supposed to be Opal? Because if it's Opal, I'm going to be very sad. In fact, how could it be Opal? Opal wasn't a bad person by this point. Well, this really didn't tell us much of anything, but it just made me worry more. I'm glad I'm more worried about more pressing elements than superficial ones. I mean, Judi Dench looks good in the role, but again, I don't know if... Actually, I wonder, does she look like a guy or a girl in that? Where's that scene? Yeah, no, she's totally... She's still feminine. So, I mean... I don't think... I mean, that would be a really funny way of playing Root, is have a woman play him, and then be a him. I'm liking the look of all the fairy tech. It all looks really good. I'll say that, but like the CGI is just... All right. Well, I think that's enough for you. There's really not much in this trailer. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, guys. I don't know. Here's hoping it'll be good.